What if everything you think isn't actually under your control? Your habits, your focus, your motivation, they're all controlled by hidden systems inside your mind.
Welcome to Mind Explained, where we break down complex psychology into simple, powerful ideas you can actually use.
From discipline and willpower to overthinking, habits, and dopamine, we explain what's really happening inside your brain.
Because once you understand your mind, you can finally take control of your life. Subscribe now and start thinking differently.
Most people believe discipline is about willpower, but neuroscience shows something shocking. Your brain is actually designed to make you quit. Every time you try to wake up early, start a workout routine, or work toward a long-term goal, your brain quietly asks one question: is this worth the energy? And if the answer isn't immediately rewarding, your brain pushes you toward the easiest option: comfort, distraction, and quitting. But here's the strange part. Some people experience the same resistance, yet they never quit. They stay disciplined for years, even when motivation disappears, even when progress is slow, even when things get difficult. So what makes their brain different? Today on Mind Explained, we're exploring the psychology of discipline and why your brain behaves this way. In this video, you'll discover why your brain naturally avoids discipline, the psychological mechanism that makes people quit, the mental framework used by highly disciplined people, and how you can reprogram your brain to stay consistent. Because discipline isn't a personality trait, it's a psychological system. And once you understand that system, you can train your brain to never quit. And by the end of this video, you will understand the psychology of discipline and how to avoid quits. Let's fix that right now. Let's start with a common experience. You decide to change your life. Maybe you want to start exercising, wake up at 5 a.m., study consistently, build a business, or grow a YouTube channel. The first few days feel amazing. You're motivated, excited, focused. Then something strange happens. Your energy disappears. Suddenly, skipping one day feels reasonable, then 2 days, then a week. Eventually, the goal disappears completely. This cycle happens to millions of people, but it's not because they're lazy. It's because their brain is following a psychological survival rule. Your brain evolved to save energy. For most of human history, energy meant survival. Food was scarce, physical effort was dangerous, so the brain developed a system to protect you, a system that constantly asks, is this action necessary for survival? If the answer is no, the brain tries to stop you, which is why discipline feels uncomfortable. It's not just effort, it's your brain fighting against change. Psychologists call this the motivation reward system. At the center of this system is a chemical called dopamine. Dopamine is often misunderstood. Most people think dopamine is the pleasure chemical, but that's not accurate. Dopamine is actually the anticipation chemical. It pushes you toward actions that your brain believes will produce reward. For example, your brain releases dopamine when you eat sugar, scroll social media, watch videos, play games. These activities provide instant rewards. But discipline works differently. The reward comes much later. Working out today may only produce results months later. Studying today may only pay off years later. From your brain's perspective, that delay is risky, so dopamine doesn't activate strongly, which is why discipline often feels boring and difficult. Meanwhile, distractions feel exciting because they provide immediate dopamine. This creates a powerful psychological battle, your long-term goals versus your brain's short-term reward system. And unless you understand this system, your brain will almost always choose the easy reward. Let's look at how this plays out in real life. Example 1. The gym. Every January, millions of people join gyms. For the first week, the motivation is high. But by February, most people stop going. Why? Because exercise has delayed rewards. You don't see results immediately. Your brain says, this is uncomfortable and the reward is unclear, so it encourages you to skip the workout. Example 2. Learning a skill. Imagine someone learning to code, play piano, or build a business. The first stage is exciting, but the middle stage is frustrating. Progress slows, mistakes happen, motivation drops. Many people quit during this stage, but disciplined people don't, because they've developed a different relationship with effort. Example 3. Content creators. Many people start a YouTube channel, they upload a few videos, then they stop. Why? Because growth takes time. Your brain expects quick results, but YouTube success often comes after dozens of videos. Disciplined creators continue anyway, because they understand something most people don't. Discipline isn't powered by motivation, it's powered by systems. So, how do disciplined people train their brain to stay consistent? Psychology reveals 3 powerful strategies. Strategy 1. Identity-based discipline. The most disciplined people don't rely on motivation, they rely on identity. Instead of saying, "I'm trying to work out," they say, "I am someone who trains." Instead of saying, "I want to grow on YouTube," they say, "I am a creator." This subtle shift changes how the brain behaves, because humans are psychologically wired to stay consistent with their identity. When discipline becomes part of who you are, quitting feels like breaking your identity, and your brain resists that. Strategy 2. Reduce friction. Another secret of disciplined people is environment design. They make good habits easier and bad habits harder. For example, someone who wants to exercise might lay out workout clothes the night before, choose a gym close to home, schedule workouts at the same time daily. These small changes reduce the energy required to act. And remember, your brain loves saving energy. So when discipline becomes easier, consistency becomes automatic. Strategy 3. The 2-minute rule. One of the most powerful discipline techniques comes from behavioral psychology. It's called the 2-minute rule. The idea is simple. When starting a habit, reduce it to something that takes less than 2 minutes. Instead of study for 2 hours, start with open the book. Instead of work out for an hour, start with do 1 push-up. Why does this work? Because the hardest part of discipline is starting. Once the brain begins an action, momentum often takes over, and small actions eventually grow into powerful habits. But the most important insight about discipline is this. Discipline is not about forcing yourself forever. It's about training your brain. At first, habits require effort, but over time, the brain rewires itself. Neuroscientists call this neuroplasticity. Repeated behaviors strengthen neural pathways, which means the more you practice discipline, the easier it becomes. Eventually, what once required willpower becomes automatic behavior. That's why highly disciplined people seem different, not because they're stronger, but because their brain has been trained differently. The truth about discipline is surprisingly simple. Your brain isn't your enemy. It's just trying to protect you from wasted energy, from uncertainty, from effort without reward. But when you understand how the brain works, you can work with it instead of against it. You can design systems that make discipline easier. You can reshape your identity. You can build habits that become automatic. And over time, the same brain that once pushed you to quit will become the reason you never do. Because discipline isn't something you're born with, it's something your brain learns, and once it learns, it becomes one of the most powerful forces in your life. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Mind Explained for more psychology videos about how the human mind works. And remember, understanding your brain is the first step to mastering it.